So in this video, I'm gonna go over a couple things that are overrated or that you just don't need, period, in your fish tank. And I am going to tell you why. So the first and main thing I would say is big filters like these. This is for like anywhere from like a 20 to 30 gallon filter or tank. And it's big, ugly. You know, I got it for free and I do appreciate getting stuff for free. But like, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy this. I have this filter on this tank. Move that light out of the way. I got it for $6 on Amazon. That's it. It's for, I think, a 2.5 gallon tank. This is not a 2.5 gallon tank. It's a 20 gallon tank. This is an Airstone, but I've never ran it before. I think I've ran it once just to see if it works. But yeah, it does the job. All you need is moving water. You don't need it to clean anything. If you have a planted tank, the plants do that. All you need is moving water so that the plants don't rot and die. So on the filters, I would say that a sponge filter is the best possible filter that you can get for your money. And you know, they're cheap. I think I bought this one for $5, and I've had it in this 10 gallon aquarium. Just a little bit dirty, but it's doing the job. I just need to get some maintenance going on it. I think for 2 months now, and it looks good. I like the turnout of this tank. It's just like a holding tank. I put the crebensis in here that I just showed you guys for a little bit, just to hold them so that I could get home and get everything sorted out and have enough time to put them in that bigger tank. The second biggest scam in my point of view is aquarium wood. No point. I think these two pieces were like 20 something dollars. And then got another tank over here. This piece right here, it is a big piece, I will say. It's a very, very big piece. But it was 30 something dollars. Oh, there's a new fish I put in. But like, it works great for these angelfish and these crebensis, and I love it. It looks really nice, and it hasn't grown in a lot yet, but it looks nice. And then, but like that piece right there, I found for free, and it looks great. And I would always try and go find your own wood for free, because I have found a lot of good pieces for free. And like, even this little piece of spider wood right here, which is probably what it would be considered, would be, I don't know, $15, and I found it in my yard. It's all rip-offs on the wood. At least the filters do something. I mean, the wood is just overpriced. And then for my crab tank, it doesn't have anything in it right now, but that piece of wood, like, that is, if I were to go to a store and buy this, it would have been every bit of $30 to $40, and I got it for free. I found it in the woods by coincidence, and it was a nice find. So this is the setup that I have it running off of. The only thing that I don't like is how much this weighs, so sometimes this one will fall off, but I always catch it within a couple hours. And then it overheats. Well, it doesn't really overheat, but it gets very, very hot to the touch. But you know, there's nothing I can really do about that. But this can run probably, I'd say, 8 to 10 tanks. And I got it for 30 something dollars. Although it doesn't come with the tubing, I got the tubing with that white one, which was $26. So for the price of that, which can do 2, I could have got 2 of these and tubing and been running way more. It's just always a better option when it comes to aerators. The more the better. And I've got this one on Temu, and it was a great deal, and I'm very, very excited and proud, because I expected it to break and me to have to go through all that refund stuff on Temu, which is not fun. And yeah, but like this one, I'm gonna flip this all the way open and show you guys how much airflow you can get going on that. I run it at that, so these you can adjust it, so that's all the way off, and you can slowly turn them back on. And I'll run it to there, somewhere in between. But you can run them a lot higher, and I really do like them. Another big one is these marine buffers and the API, AccuClear, and all that stuff. You know, if you want a clear tank like this, get a filter and some plants. You don't need to put chemicals into your fish tanks. That's killing your fish. Like, everybody is eating organic food and all this, and then you're feeding your fish chemicals. Like, in what way is that good for your fish? And that's the same with the fast start and all the boosters. If you would wait a week and wait for it to naturally happen, it's gonna be 10 times better for your fish. Nobody has ever said to feed your fish chemicals. In no way is that gonna help them. Back to those marine buffers. For my shell tank, I'm trying to get it to 9 pH, and I don't have anything in here right now, but I've got fish on the way, so I'll give you guys a little update video on that when they come in. But they just, you know, I went to the fish store and they told me, oh, you need this marine buffer, like you have to have it for this high pH. And in reality, this substrate, I'll pop up a picture of what it looks like so you guys can go and buy it on Amazon. Within about a month's time, which is how long I've had this tank set up and running, ready to put fish in, it would have already got it to 9 pH. So instead of going out buying the chemicals, they cost $11 after tax most times. Just buy the substrate that you were already gonna buy and just wait a little bit longer. And it's gonna be healthier for your fish, and it's gonna be cheaper and work better. Another very big thing that I do in all my tanks is I put a piece of copper in all my tanks. I'm gonna go over to the other tank and show that piece. I put that piece right there in this tank. I'm gonna pop up a picture of what it looked like before and then 2 days after when I put this little piece in. And that picture went to this in 2 days. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago now. It's been a little bit. But I didn't put any chemicals. I didn't change the filter. I didn't stop turning on the light. I legit put the piece of copper in and it went completely clear in 2 days. And it was crazy. I didn't even do a water change. You know, another thing that I feel is overrated is water changes. This tank has never got a water change in 6 months, maybe. I think I've had it up for 6 months. And like, look how clear that is. The fish are doing great. The shrimp are doing great. The plants are doing great. You know, the aqua soil isn't deteriorating. Everything in this tank looks beautiful. I have trimmed plants. That's the only thing that I've really changed about this tank. And honestly, I think it looks beautiful. I mean, I would love to hear you guys' opinions, but I really do like it. Another thing is these rimless tanks that cost $150 for a 20-gallon tank. I stand corrected. Yeah. Just so you guys understand, that is a 10-gallon tank. That is $13 a gallon. And after tax, it's $18 a gallon. You know, why? Why does it cost $120? This tank cost me $30. I got it 50% off from Petco. Why does this rimless tank cost $150? The substrate on the bottom goes all the way up to this little rim, and these you can take off with a hair dryer and some pliers, and you can get little corner pieces like that on Amazon. I think they're $5 for 4. So there you go. There's your $150 rimless tank for 35 bucks. And then why is this tank so much? You know, like, if somebody could explain that to me, that would be great. I get, you know, you have these low iron tanks and these whatever tanks. is anybody actually affected by that? I mean, like, you know, as people, we eat iron, and iron is in cereal. Why can't our fish, you know, have a little bit? Sometimes it's healthy for us. Humans require it. You know, fish do too. So why does this low iron mean so much? And, you know, personally, for the $150 that it would cost for this tank to be rimless, it's really just not worth it. For the second to last thing, I'm gonna say lights. This was $8. Look how well lit that tank is. $8. It has a on and off switch. Look how dark that is. That is a massive, massive difference. This light was $8. It's a little bit leaning right now, but that's my fault. And so was this light. This light was $12. It's adjustable, so it can go out to like 18 inches, I think. And it has an on and off switch as well. And you know, something that's just overrated is lights. This light was $18, $20, something like that on Amazon. You know, it moves like this. It has an on and off switch. This can go up and down. It's the only one that can go up and down like that. The only thing is that annoyed me is I had to bust off the back piece for it. But, you know, that's the same with those two. Those two I just have glued to the tank because why not? I'm not gonna use the back for looks anyways. Might as well just glue it on instead of busting off the plastic, because busting it off is extra work. But yeah, that's my little rant. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next video. And the last thing is heaters. Every tank needs a heater. It doesn't need a $70 heater. It doesn't need a programmable heater. It doesn't need a heater with clock on it. It doesn't need any of the fancy stuff. You know, something like that's $20 on Amazon at most. And if you go to your local fish store, I guarantee a heater exactly like that is gonna be $30 to $50. At least at mine, that's what it is. And there's no point to buy heaters in person. The only thing that you need to buy in person at your fish store is your fish. Everything else is gonna be way overpriced. It's gonna be all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with a friend.